Willie D Live.
In the studio, Ronald Ray. I know all the names,
That man
dog.
got all the info.
I know all the names. Ronald Ray, Baby
all
B.
day.
Baby Bash is in the building, man.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to be here. It's always an honor to hang out with my boy Willie D. Like I said, I ain't seen you since the rodeo when there was 85,000 million people in the crowd.
Yeah, shout out to Bun B.
That's right, Big Bun. And it's good to chop it up. And, you know, like I said always, I like how you give it to him real, give it to him raw, no condom. And that's how I like to do it, too. Just give it to him raw, man. Some people need it. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I be checking out your Instagram, too, man. You don't hold back.
It's weird how people do hold back. That's what trips me out.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you hold back? That's always tripped me out, but I've always just relied on common sense. Like, if you have common sense, you're going to get it.
Right.
If you're on some other shit, then you're just going to, whatever. You're going to get offended or whatever the hell.
I was thinking about this the other day, man, and you're absolutely right. Like, why? What makes you hold back? Why would you hold back? And it's simply because we have this herd type mentality. Like, people don't want to be left out. They don't want to feel ostracized. They don't want to be held accountable. So it's like everybody would like to just do whatever the mainstream is doing, go along to get along, as my man Kwame Brown would say.
Yeah. I think it's camaraderie. I think if they want to feel like they're with these people, you know what I mean? So they don't want to say something that'll get all them mad, like you said, to make them stand out. So they rather blend in. And what'd you call it? What'd you call it when you first called it? You called it something.
The herd.
The herd. Yeah, we like the herd mentality. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
And I never been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty strange how more people don't talk about the bullshit. You know what I mean?
And it's not even a matter of trying to be offensive, right? It's just speaking truth to power, just stating an opinion and being able to express yourself freely, right? That is something that I just cannot fathom not doing. Like, you got one life to live. Why live it under somebody else's terms? Why live for someone else?
Exactly. I mean, to tell you the truth is never offensive. The truth is never. The truth ain't a lie. The truth
not to truth seekers.
Yeah. Well, exactly. So I just think that all I could do is give the truth. I'm a double OG in this. I've been in this game a long time. I tell people all the time, like, social workers are cool, whatever. Social workers, they learn by a book. They go to I've had social workers, act like, I went to college 4 years. I'm like, well, I lived it. I lived that social work that you're talking about. So I know from experience of what's going on. And by the end of the day, I end up giving the social workers some game. You know what I mean? I end up being their therapist because, like I said, people could read books about it all day and go to college. Oh, I'm a social worker. I'm a, this and that. But experience beats all that. Experience beats any book. I've lived it, so, and I think a lot of people need to understand that. That's why a lot of these social workers, you see kids, CPS, all these people get let down. They get failed by the system because the people working for them are dorks. You know what I mean? And I don't mean dorks like, they are dorks kind of, but they think everything's by the book when you have to look at how the situation is. And I think that's why kids and people get failed by the system because the people working are going by something they read, in college that person never been through in their life. They don't know what it's like to have a father on heroin in real life, and you take the balloons and he beats your ass because you fucking took his heroin balloons. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They don't know about shit like that. They don't know about your mom carrying out a water hose and getting gas, stealing gas, siphoning gas, choking on it while little kids crying like, "Mom, you okay?" Because she's trying to get gas because there's no money. You know what I'm saying? These social workers go by a book, and I always tell them, I say about over 50% of social workers ain't never been through that life. They just read about it. And I don't think you can be real all the time. I mean, there might be some exceptions, of course, but when it comes to the real deal, I think that's why the system fails kids and fails people.